The team is looking good. I am pleased with the way things are turning out with the additions of Hamilton and Ted Williams. I needed some lefties bad in the lineup, and also picked up Jimmy Rollins too, obviously, and he is a switch hitter. So I needed some lefties, and switch hitters are always good to have. So that is just a good mix of guys in the lineup. Like, I don't know, I've been finding that everybody I've been playing lately has been stacked to the core with lefties. And I find that more people are doing that now, which might actually be a smart thing to do, because obviously you're going to have a better chance of facing a righty on the mound. But Jesus, I've been facing a lot of guys who have been stacking lefties in their lineup, and I don't know, I don't want to do the same or anything, but I remember at one point, a month ago or something like that, I had a lot of lefties. So I don't really have that many at the moment. I mean, yeah, Jimmy Rollins, and I forget who else I had back like a month ago or something, because I had more lefties in the lineup than righties. And yeah, I just needed to get some more lefties in the lineup, because Crawford and who else? Crawford and Yogi at the time were the only lefties, I'm pretty sure. But then once I took Yogi out and put Gary Carter in, Crawford was the only one. And then I was platooning him with Andre Dawson for a couple games too. So Crawford wasn't even in the lineup. So I needed to get Crawford and Hamilton, Ted Williams in the lineup at the same time. You saw that guy didn't want anything to do with Ted Williams. How can you even blame him? I mean, Ted Williams is one of those guys too. I find that every single time he makes contact, he just rips the cover off the ball. He hits laser beams. I said that before when I had that 97 overall Pujols, that he hits laser beams only. And I'm starting to get convinced that the Ted Williams only hits laser beams as well. He doesn't hit little dribblers, weak pop flies. He only hits laser beams. And I have a couple games saved up too to post gameplays on. Not really sure when they're going to be out, but I do have a couple games ready to, not ready to post, but just recorded and stuff like that. So, yeah, Ted Williams, you will see that this guy only hits laser beams consistently. And Pujols, I don't know, because the more people are talking, I feel like people are jinxing me. The more people are saying Pujols is doing bad and I can't get anything going with him, the more I am struggling with Pujols. But I'm not worried, man. I'm not even worried at all. If I was hitting 1,000 with him, or if I was hitting triple zeros, I wouldn't care, because this guy is always a danger and a threat at the plate, no matter when it is, what inning it is, and no matter what count it is. This guy is always a threat to do something big. So he is obviously going to remain in the lineup. The fielding has been a little bit suspect, to say the least, as you heard me say in a couple of videos ago, I'm pretty sure, because he has been making not errors or anything. He's just been letting, they go down as hits. But if you ask me, they are errors. He lets these ground balls go by, and they should be snatched up for outs. But he's been doing a little bit better since I said that too. I don't think ever since I said that he's let anything go by. But this game, this guy had a lot of lefties in the lineup too. He had like Cano, Rizzo, as everybody has, the cheat code, Anthony Rizzo as I like to call him. Crawford is the only one able to get some hits so far early in this game, and then he gets thrown out trying to steal second. And then Altuve just ground out right there. I thought he would have ran that out for sure. So this guy got off to an early lead, as you see. This guy is trying to lay down bunts everywhere you look. I find it hilarious that the MLB community loves to just rag on guys who cheese bunt or whatever the hell they call it, but yet every single person goes out there and does it. So I mean, the people who say it probably do it too. And this guy's trying, I don't even know what he was trying to do, who that was or anything, but I mean, still. I don't know why he was trying to lay down a bunt in that situation. That is probably the only time you will see Ted Williams not make amazing contact on the ball. Hamilton, looking to get something on the board, waiting on something high in the strike zone. That is high and deep. It is looking good off the bat, but that is just off the wall. Off the wall. I thought that was gone for sure. Almost made a mistake right there going to third base, but luckily I'm able to get back. And then Donaldson is up next, trying to cash in a run, trying to get something on the board. Frozen. I got frozen. My ass got frozen. I was waiting on a fastball right there, and I got frozen on the slider. This guy is almost painting the first baseline, sending one down the first baseline, and he's able to get another stand-up double. So I don't know what it is. Fernandez has been taking the mound the past couple of games, as you guys saw. Like, MLB must have heard me talking about how I haven't pitched with Nolan Ryan or Fernandez in a while, and this is like, I don't know if this is the third game. I don't even remember how many, if this is like a certain amount of games in a row, but he has been taking the mound the most since I said that. And luckily he's not able to cash in right there, but he's still got the 2-0 lead. We are now in the 5th inning with Gary Carter leading it off. That looked like some good contact. I don't know what's going on, but that looked like some good contact, but I'm flying out. And I'm bringing in a pinch hitter because Fernandez wasn't doing a good job, and I need to get something going quick. Eddie Matthews has been golden with the pinch hits, as you saw so far. I think he's like 3 for 3, and he is looking to get the squad on the board.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here.
I'm telling you, man, Eddie Matthews is making his case to replace Pujols at first base. I think that guy's position is first base. I mean, his hitting stats versus lefties is atrocious. It might be the worst I've ever seen. If I'm not mistaken, it is pretty damn bad. But I mean, this guy is, I don't even know like whether or not I should put him in because he is just money. Cash money on the pinch hits. I think he's 4 for 4 now, and he puts the squad on the board, so now it is a 2-1 game. And that was must needed. This guy, I forget what his power is against righties. It might even be 99 or something, but his hitting stats versus righties is amazing. The guy's like a 92 overall. You get him for the Braves conquest. A lot of people have been telling me to put in Francoeur, the flashback Jeff Francoeur, for the Braves for doing the conquest stuff for Hamilton if I want to platoon him or something. But to be honest, man, like I said, I'm probably just going to leave him in against some lefties if I'm able to take the mat or just play a game where I face somebody who has a lefty on the mound. I'm probably just going to leave Hamilton in and see what he can do because, yeah, his hitting stats versus lefties isn't the worst I've ever seen. It is manageable. It's like 66 contact, pretty good. Power, it's like 70, mid-70s or something, but the vision is like 72, and that flashback cargo, that was a problem too. His vision wasn't that good. His vision was only like 50, so I don't know. Everyone thought that flashback cargo card was like the best thing ever. If you ask me, this Hamilton card is much better. I mean, the only thing that I miss about that cargo card is his arm strength and the speed. And the fielding wasn't good at all. Everyone was saying Ted Williams had bad fielding because his fielding was like 73 or something, but that flashback cargo had the same fielding with 73. And Hamilton with the 84 fielding hasn't made one mistake since he's been on the team. What a bonehead mistake right there. I don't know, is that even a mistake? I'm trying to get the out at first base, and then this guy scores from second base. So that is just, like, the way things were going, this was looking like an L on the board. So we are going into the 7th inning, and Donaldson is leading it off, and I need to get something going right off the bat, and Donaldson is getting on base. So this is looking good. This is looking very good. Jimmy Rollins is up next, another guy who's just been crushing the cover off the ball since he's been on the team. I'm laying down a bunt. He must be the worst of all time if he lays down a bunt. He must be the worst of all time. What is Donaldson doing? What is this guy doing? How is Jimmy Rollins going to second base and Donaldson isn't advancing to third? And that costed me. Look at this. Gary Carter comes through, and Rollins is able to score from second base, so Donaldson would have been able to score too. So it would have been a tie ball game, but do not worry, because I'm bringing in another beast off the bench. Another guy trying to get some playing time on the squad is the flashback Nick Swisher, and he is sending one down the first base line. He is tying the game. So the guys coming off the bench are making statements. Eddie Matthews and the flashback Nick Swisher, they want some playing time. That flashback Nick Swisher, he was my go-to guy off the bench early on in Diamond Dynasty. He has like 95 power versus righties. So him and Eddie Matthews are the number one guys you want to put in against righties, and he ties the game. So this is looking like a pretty decent game. I got the flashback Jabba Chamberlain as well, man. This guy is a beast if you ask me, even though he's only like a silver. I think he's only an 84. And his velocity is 92 or something. His Ks per 9 is also amazing. His break isn't that good, I don't think, but this is a very good guy to have if you ask me, because he throws heat. He throws heat, and his changeup is also good as well. So people will just sit fastball with this guy probably if they know what he's got, because if anyone knows about this card, they know that he throws heat. So most people will probably sit fastball or something This guy was sitting fastball like 90% of the time with Chamberlain in the game. So dropping changeups on this guy couldn't do anything. And making pretty good contact right there, but Crawford is able to get that one for the first out of this inning. We are now in the 8th, so it is getting pretty late. Fail of the year. I am making... That is the number one mistake I'm making in these games. I'm diving for these balls I should never even think about diving for, so he's able to get on base with the base. I think that went down as a base hit, surprisingly. And I'm able to get the K on the next guy, so that is huge right there. He also has a pretty decent slider. He's trying to lay down yet another bunt. Why would he do that? He's pretty much packing it in the 8th inning. 3-3 game going into the top of the 9th. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good finish, I figured, with Rollins. With one down, he is sending one right by the first baseman and right by the second baseman, so he's getting on base. I need to take off with second, and that's what I did. I stole second with Rollins, and then Gary Carter. Somebody stop this man. Somebody stop him. He is just assassinating pitchers at the plate. He drives in the go-ahead run, and Crawford, have a day, Carl Crawford, his 4th hit of this game. He drives Gary Carter in from second base. So, Jesus, Crawford had what? I think he was 4 for 5 on the day with a couple RBIs, I think. Altuve just ground out to end this inning. So now we got the 2-run lead, though. So we are coming back in this game. I think I was down 3-1. It wasn't looking good with Fernandez struggling out of the gates, man. I've been struggling with Fernandez every single game I've pitched with him, too. So that is not a good thing. I need to take Nolan Ryan to the mound because it has been a while since I pitched with him. See if I can do something with him. Because, like I said, I've been rusty with Fernandez. But, I mean, he has been struggling in the couple games I play with him. Joba Chamberlain is able to wrap this one up. So we make the slight comeback as we win 5-3. What a game.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.